I seen something about Glorilla. Baby, the men don't like y'all or us. The men don't like us. And this is why I said what I said on Instagram. These men have to be around women to make money. Let's be very clear, right? But if you don't have a plan for what you want out of that relationship, you're doing it wrong. And at this point, I think we've seen enough evidence, we've seen enough proof, we've had enough women and their experiences to understand as women, we're supposed to experience men and go about our business. You know, you may find somebody that's on equal footing, but there is nothing we can do as women at all. I just have to say that. Seeing Brandon Ingram get up on a press conference publicly, publicly, to say when Glorilla annoys him, he just goes to sleep on her. I'm not somebody who looks at somebody and be like, ooh, couple goals. I look at the people and be like, if they take really good pictures, I like to see the stance and the pose that they're taking the picture and go about that. That's why I will continue to say, get your education, do the thing, because how many of these men really want to be in a relationship with the women they're in a relationship with? The cracks in the seams, you know, and I understand there's nuances, but these men are lustful, and that's not all of them, but enough of them are lustful. They're disingenuous, they're predatory, and they want to use you. And I need women to start stepping into their light. I'm not trying to convince y'all of anything because I'm a woman who's been there, done that. Like, if you desire to be married, do you, boo. But overall, understand what marriage is. Marriage is a business. The the lie they told women it's about love so that you can bear their children. That is a lie. That is a lie. If you look around, even the gay boys are coming out saying stuff, right? We can use any successful woman, and she had to deal with some type of embarrassment from a man. There's anomalies in that, but it doesn't matter if they're white or black. If the man feels like she's riding too high or she's too into herself, he's going to make an excuse. We have Clay, who clearly is cheating with women who are in the industry and were comfortable enough to put in their close friends in 2026. Weird. That's stupid. Everybody knows that Clay and Megan were together and nobody cared. And the women who are sleeping with Clay are only doing that because he's with Megan or was with Megan. Now let's move over to Cardi. Cardi was with Stefan, and even though I was just like, girl, just have your fun, right? When she was over there, the girls were popping out the woodwork, proving their stance. Oh, I'm baby mama this, baby mama that. Oh, I'm with him now. Now he ain't got no job. All of a sudden, they're cute and mute. What happened to the girls who was ride or die? Like, where they at? Where is the, oh, I had the first son at? Where are you at, sister? In his time of need, because they wanted to be with Stefan because of Cardi. Now you got Brandon Ingram. I never understood why Glorilla wanted to be with him because we saw how he did his baby mama. It gave very much sassy, but a lot of people don't like that. When I say sassy, it's the theatrics of it all. Because if you don't like Glorilla, leave her alone. But the problem is they need the light. They need the light. And the moment y'all realize that, If a man is in your face and you're not figuring out what he can do for you and how he can elevate you, I'm telling you, he's going to waste no time getting what he can from you. Do you think Clay was over there with a strategic plan about Megan? He liked her, but he embarrassed her. He probably wanted to humble her, because isn't that what Pinky Cole's husband said? I needed to humble her, bring her down a few pegs. Excuse me? Excuse me? And y'all be out here breaking y'all vaginas and risking y'all lives for these men because y'all believe in some type of fairy tale, some Cinderella story. I mean, we saw in The Princess and the Frog, Tiana kissed the frog and he did not become a prince. Baby, that was a wake up call. That was a wake up call. We saw DDG with Hallie, and people still defend DDG like he's some type of person. He has beautiful women around him because they want the same type of thing he did for Holly, but all he did was make her a baby mama and cause her hell, and he was violent. A lot of these men, they come off with their violence is not a punch in the face. The violence is the infidelity. The violence is the embarrassment. The violence is the lack of protection, because people think protection, oh, I'm gonna be out here defending you, until it diminishes my ego. Clay is over here riding high because the men are out here saying, yeah, you dogged her, all this stuff. And I'm just like, what? What? Look at Blueface. Blueface has to now resort to using his children to be on because Krishan took her light away. Them other hoes, they can't do for him what Krishan does. And I don't think Krishan is a trash mother. But look at what's going on. So it's not you, sis. If the man ain't acting right, leave him. Leave him alone. Did you get something out of it? And if you didn't, now you know to come to the playing field with a strategy. Okay? You should never be, a man should never be in your presence and he's not doing something for you. And that does not mean it requires sex or something like that. But these men, they're going to get what they can get. They're going to use you. They're going to prop you up. They're going to have you on a trophy status. And then once they're done with you, they're going to toss you to the wayside. There's a whole movie about it, how this beautiful woman went on a shelf for a man and he would pay her attention, and then he stopped paying her attention, and started changing the room around, and she became more and more desperate. It was like a mini film, and people were just like, oh my gosh. A lot of y'all hate the advice from women who are telling y'all the truth. They be like, get the money. Get the money. Always have your hand out. Never prop him up. Never build him up. And y'all be like, well, I'm not like that because my man, my pat, my gat. And look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. You think Papoose doesn't know he's getting clout off of Clarissa? And y'all are mad at Clarissa, who is way younger than him? Y'all are saying all types of stuff, but y'all prop up a Lotto. Lotto is being actively used now because Lotto is a very pretty girl, but now she's a baby mama to a married rapper. But she embodies the patriarchal system, so she understands. Now she gonna be out here like, I only got one baby. They only got one baby out of me, and my baby daddy is good. The hood bitch mentality it's gonna come, and that's not even her. It's not even her. So unless you want to play the game. Stop listening to these men. The only time you should be listening to men is when they tell you about the character of men. If they're not telling you about the character of men and how you need to run your game on said men, they're haters. Like, why are you listening to them? Do you think they're gonna bring you into the all boys club because you're married? Like, into the women who are married to good men, anomalies, 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 anomalies. That's why they're trying to revert back to when women had to be cute and mute and be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. Those women were long suffering. They were not over there. Oh, I loved it. Do you think any of these trad wives love their life? You have Emma Greedy out here telling y'all she only spends 3 hours with her children, and oh, this motto is the motto, while spewing some patriarchal BS. I told y'all, some of y'all need to embody your trolling mechanisms. Beyonce knew Jay-Z was looking for her, was looking for his daughter, and she trolled him. She made a number one hit song called 7-Eleven, hiding in plain sight, twerking with her homegirls in her panties, Blue sleeping on the bed, and this man crying about come back to Rome. Did she go back to Rome? No, she didn't go back until he fixed the prenup. Until he fixed the prenup. Y'all be out here confused. If the man loves you, amazing, but never get too comfortable because they will take the smile you put on their face and give it to somebody else. They will take the heart you give him and put it under another bitch's picture. Like, please. So, y'all got to understand the game because men don't operate off of love, they operate out of respect. And she just told the world, I don't respect you to this man. And that's why he's going to probably come out with some public apology, not because he got caught, because he's not respected by her. She respected him at one point. Now she doesn't respect him. So he's going to do a grand gesture, right? To show, like, oh my God, I got caught up. But these men don't care. If these men care, they would put laws in place, right? They wouldn't be actively doing things. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the chuck up. Run the chuck up. And run the chuck up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, mega boots, plants. Thank you. Yes. I'm just telling y'all, and I don't want y'all to feel like you can't find love because you can always find a love, right? But understand life is about experiences. When I said that on Instagram, for some reason, the brokies came out of the woodworks. You know, they be acting like they date men. And honestly, a lot of these men want to date Clay. That's why they're giving Megan a hard time. They will never have him make the stallion. A lot of these men who are out here actively saying stuff will never have a Megan the Stallion. We're talking about DJ Academics. We're talking about Lil Duval and the rest of the degenerates. You know it's bad when Michael Blackson, who was cheating on his forever fiance, who he told he could never be faithful to, and got somebody pregnant at the same time she was finally pregnant. You know it's bad when he has to say something. When a cheater comes out here and say something because y'all want to make jokes and stuff. This is why I went up for Tiny when she went over there with Floyd Mayweather. Some of y'all need to start going to go see your man's op. Not the poor ones, the rich ones. Some of y'all need to go over there and get your Birkin. Go get your Cartier. Go get your trip. Some of y'all need to go get your revenge body. Some of y'all need to do the work because y'all be trying to build these men up. Build them up to what? Y'all are not Bobbiana's the Builders. I literally stopped doing level up that puss sis content because so many of y'all acted like y'all lack common sense. You don't lack common sense. You lack self-worth. One thing I can give Megan, despite the men she has dated, she know how to leave. She know how to leave. Y'all need to learn how to leave. Y'all are letting these psychiatrists and these doctors trick y'all into being degenerates. Women are the true light. Men can't make money without us. That's why Jalen Hurt has a team of women around him because he understands the game. You think Russell Wilson is not cheating? Like, he's just doing it better. He's probably paying to play, right? When you are successful and you actually care about the optics and the image, you protect the foundation. The fact that he even allowed a WNBA player to disrupt the ecosystem they have created, he don't give a damn about women. Then you have Brandon Ingram actively telling the world Glorilla is annoying. This is somebody who you sleep with, creep with. That's why I wasn't mad if she did go to the chop shop, Good for you. Never have a baby with a man who don't like you. A lot of these men will sleep with you. A lot of these men will do things to be in your presence, but they do not like you. They like what you bring to the table. That's why you should starve them. Starve them. Be mean to them. Get back into your books. Be a bitch. When y'all be out here trying to be cute and demora and all this other stuff for men, y'all need to do that for women. And to the male identified women, get them up out of your space because they're harmful. They will harm you. They will take you out because they're like, it's something about you and they want to mimic it. It'll turn very single white female real quick. So you have to understand that. You have to understand that. That's why I'm like, be like the girls who are truly wild and free. The Tracy Ellis Rosses, the Sanaya Lathans, okay? They not tied down by these men. They been there and done that. The Condoleezza Rices, okay? Okay? There's a lot of women who decided, I'm opting out of this bullshit. And I'm like, kudos to them. The Oprahs. Living their best life. You see Stedman? Stedman don't speak unless he's told to. Be like the Victoria Monets. Victoria Monet know what she was doing over there with that man. She had that man. She said, oh, I love love. She had the experience. She don't have no bitter baby daddy stuff. He's not out here talking. He's not out here talking. We didn't see no other women. A lot of these women, and I'm going to take it back to the older generation, a lot of these older women want y'all to suffer. So they're going to encourage you to just put up with a man, a piece of a man, love on that man, have a baby by that man, be a part of the mother club, the wife club, because they're miserable. They want somebody to complain to them. Look at it. Who has a successful marriage around you? And if it's fostered by love and all that other stuff, ask them what was the secret and then use that as the pinnacle to curate the life that you want. And if you're not getting it, move on. I truly believe in this generation, a lot of us have to go unmarried and without children so that we can reset some things because look at the what do they call it? Look at these men. Look at these men. Do y'all really want to have babies with them? A lot of these men are simple-minded. A lot of these men are illiterate. I told you about the literacy crisis. A lot of these men can barely read or write, lack comprehension. I feel like we're in an alternate universe. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of them, right? And they think because they make money, they're somebody. I'm not telling you to lower your standards and be with a brokey. Be with a rich man, because at least a rich man can give you a business, can contribute to your finances, can contribute to your elevation. You can use his network to build your own network. That's why I'm not mad at the Corinne Steffens of the world, because she used all those men who used her and built a brick motherfucking house. Y'all better tap into your inner bitch. Y'all be out here trying to save these men. Leave them to drown. Leave them to drown. A lot of y'all wouldn't even want to be surrounded in a village by men. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. I'm just telling you the truth. But anyways, it's not y'all ladies. It's some of these men. It's majority of these men. The rich ones, the broke ones. That's why I don't believe in posting no man. I love the girlies who don't post a man. You know a man is somewhere around, but you will never know. I love that for them. I love that for them. Never make the man your identity. Never attach him to your brand. Okay? Never. Curate your own ecosystem and let him do his own. Let him do his own. You know, build yourself up. When he's fat and sloppy and you don't like it, move on. Tell him, y'all be out here saving these men's feelings and they're not saving yours. Do it safely because a lot of these men are violent. A lot of these men have been told the ground they walk on is platinum, baby, and it's really rubble. It's really rebel. Like, look at the world. Look at all these men in positions of power. What are they doing with it? What are they doing with it? Thank you, love. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? And then you have these other men who are championing the degeneracy and making it harder for the good men. But I told y'all a few years ago when I came to the internet, until these good men use their voice to course correct the bad men, none of them deserve your respect. None of them deserve your public outcry and your respect. Unless we're talking about some type of activism, none of them deserve an ounce of you champion them until they do the work. Because every time I go into the bookstore, it's all these tools for women. And then you look on the side for the men, it's like one or two shelves. They have a whole section for women: self-help, self-love, self-awareness, psychology today. They have the podcasters, they have the musicians, they have the intellects, they have the scholars, they have the brocos in the back. And for the men, they got one or two. That's why they out here crying about mental health now. That's why they out here championing uh Shannon Sharp's new interview with Michael Beasley, talking about, men need to seek help too and all this. He's a grown man. He's a grown man. All I saw was a man sounding smart who really needs therapy. But that's not my place because he need to figure it out. So, anyways, it's not y'all. It's not y'all. And don't date no poor ones. Because if you date the poor ones, you're going to end up like Candy, Mary J. Blige, Wendy Williams, uh, what's her name? Kelly Clarkson, Reba McEntire. You date the broke ones, you're going to end up just like, what's her name? Jill Scott. There's too many stories of women dating beneath their status and the man comes up. How is that working out for them? Y'all know how I feel about that. Anyways, y'all, tap into your most authentic potential self. If it's not working out for you, leave. Go into that relationship with a plan. If you're over there with stars and rainbows and butterflies in your eyes, baby, enjoy your roller coaster ride. May it be the best. Because some of y'all like red flags. Some of y'all enjoy the red flags, right? Nothing wrong with that. Just understand what you're getting into, understand what is going to come out of that, and do not get pregnant. Do not get pregnant. Don't have that man, baby. Y'all gonna be out here like Aisha, little baby's baby mama, fighting with a whole multimillionaire who got her pregnant on purpose. Seen it in text messages, and now he's trying to evade paying for the child. Like, child. What? Some of these men need to die out with them. They don't need a legacy. It's not even a legacy. They don't need lineage. Because I don't think we're using the proper words. They don't need a lineage. They need to die out. Okay? They are good for a good time, not a long time. You need to go into the relationship knowing this man could be playing games, but if he is playing games, I have a strategy for myself. And stop sharing it with them. Y'all see Lemon Pepper Stepper? That man is ugly. He's ugly and he's giving gay. But y'all want to convince me he's somebody. And he's predatory. And he got Scotty to give him a baby. Child. Maybe she needs the baby to hit a lick. I don't know, but but anyways, y'all, it's not y'all, it's them. Now that y'all know this and y'all see this, go into it smart. And also remember, these athletes are on the road like 90% of their season. I think it was Magic Johnson who said, after a while, you get tired of saying no. After a while, you get tired of saying no. I sure did see what I believe Jocelyn. I'm just not going to cover it because, Lemon Pepper Stepper got deep ties, deep roots. Anyways, y'all, comment down below. I got to go.